Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BDF44 coming at you with another video. So, I want to talk about the NBA's conundrum. It's one of my favorite words, conundrum. I use it a lot. It's a big problem that the NBA has right now, particularly our commissioner, Adam Silver. He's got some upset players, coaches, probably some fans, but not too many fans. But they're pretty upset about a number of things that are going on in regards to the scheduling of the All-Star game and just overall some of the promises that they feel have been made to them in regards to maybe having some time off and not having to necessarily, you know, play throughout this entire season without a break. They believed and was told, I guess, that there was going to be no All-Star break, no All-Star game. You know, they would have selections and things like that, but it would just be honorary, no game played. And then they've turned around and sprung an NBA All-Star game, and not only an NBA All-Star game, but they put it in the one city that is not cooperating with COVID protocol in Atlanta. And the NBA is going through all these different things. Obviously, I made a video about KD's situation yesterday and how they took him out of the game several times, and it just seemed like it was a whole lot of chaos taking place in regards to that situation. And, you know, that's the type of stuff they're trying to protect from. They want to go through, you know, all these protocol. Teams are not playing games, they're postponing games for 3 weeks, that kind of thing. And only for them to turn around and then put all of the players in the one city in the country that just is simply not, you know, adhering to any of these rules. And they want to have them play all together. And then, of course, go back to their respective teams and continue the season. It's like, if we're trying to fight COVID, let's fight COVID. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that you're both trying to go through all this trouble with the bubble, go through all this trouble with these protocols that nobody is appreciative of. Only to find themselves in situations where they're trying to now just last minute have everybody go to Atlanta and have an all-star game. I mean, it's clearly not safe. It's completely contradictory to every bit of the sacrifices necessary for teams to follow protocol. You are having teams like Washington, Miami, Memphis. Their seasons have been literally affected by this, to the point where they've missed games. Players have missed games. Whole teams have had games postponed, as I've already said. And then you're going to turn around and do this. It's unsafe. You're using our players as guinea pigs. And it defeats the purpose of everything that we've just had go down. Why the hell did those guys sit in a bubble for 4 months only to have you turn around and put the All-Star game in the one place where nobody's doing anything to fight COVID? Do you believe COVID is real or you don't? If you're going to have an All-Star game, should it not be in a bubble or something of that nature? Should it not be away from where everybody is? No, because the greed is taking over at this point. Now it's like, well, we're losing revenue, so we'll just take this generation of players and just toss them in a pot together, and if they catch COVID, so be it. We'll call off the season, but at least we made the revenue. Because that's exactly what's going to end up happening. Too many people get COVID, they're just going to call off the season. And why would too many people get COVID? Because of this stupid-ass All-Star game. As a fan, am I happy to see an All-Star game? Of course. As a person, just a human being, particularly a grown-up, who understands the importance of rest, understands the importance of being able to keep cohesive, things, a cohesive nature about whatever group I'm involved in. No, I don't think this is good for anybody outside of those of us who just want to see an All-Star game selfishly. This is not good for their safety. It's not good for their families. It's not good for what we can expect from the NBA going forward if COVID continues. It defeats every bit of the efforts of what they've just done for the last several months in regards to the league being postponed and bubble and all that. This literally tosses all of that effort into the toilet. It flushes it down the drain. So at this point, I feel for the players. I'm with the players on this. I listen to a guy like De'Aaron Fox. He says it's stupid. I listen to a guy like KD. He's talking about free me. I listen to a guy like James Harden saying this whole process has just been a bit overwhelming. And it has. As a Laker fan, I feel very fortunate up until this point that my team hasn't been affected by COVID. But I have to wonder if that's legitimate, or is it just because they're greedy and don't want to tell anybody that LeBron James and team that LeBron's on got COVID. They do it to Memphis, they do it to Washington, but I don't know if you know what I mean? And these are the type of things that they have to be honest with themselves about, the type of questions that are going to come about. Like, how do I know that they're being honest about the reportings of COVID? If they're going to pull this contradictory, counterproductive bullcrap. Because that's what it is. It's counterproductive. It isn't safe. You're putting people's lives at risk. You're taking the best players from every team and you're putting them in one pot in the most unsafe place in the country, basically. Sorry, Atlanta. It is what it is. Where COVID is running rampant, even though they're acting like it's not. And you ain't going to send them back on planes to go back to their teams. It would be nice if someone would step in. Maybe the government, maybe someone step in with some rules here for sports teams in regards to this type of thing. Because what the NBA is attempting to do is just flat out unsafe. It's greedy, and I don't support it. And I think I'm on the fence about how I feel, but if the All-Star game were to start tomorrow, I'd boycott it. Honestly. I'm against all of it. If I'm sitting up here wearing a mask, I work at a job where I'm telling people to not, eat in certain areas, to wear their mask no matter what. I'm getting in damn near verbal arguments to try to uphold my end of the bargain. I see the sacrifices that the teams and the players have made. And I'm looking here and I'm saying, well, what is the NBA doing? Adam Silver, Chris Paul, all the guys in regards to the top of this thing, the Players Association representatives. What are you doing? Chris, you're a player. You could very well find yourself in this All-Star game. What are you doing, bro? You guys are smart. This isn't smart. This is going to cost you a lot of money if that's your focus. If that's your focus, you are taking a big chunk of money from the revenue of an All-Star game, and you're possibly risking the revenue that you would make in future seasons if this goes completely south. Because if the NBA gets hit with a mass COVID situation, all these All-Stars go back to their respective teams, get on their planes or whatever, and the whole league gets COVID. We've been fortunate because we haven't had any losses in the NBA. Now, had somebody passed away of COVID in the NBA, God forbid this doesn't happen, I bet you they don't have no stupid All-Star game. I bet they're not trying to toss everybody into the world's most dangerous place at this point, Atlanta, Georgia. Again, I'm sorry. I can't say I agree with what y'all doing out there. I'm in LA. I'm seeing what's happening. I lost people to COVID. I know people who've lost people to COVID. I'm not sitting here pretending like that shit is okay what they doing out there. It ain't. It's not okay. People leave their city and go back to their respective cities with COVID, and they give it to other people, and people end up getting sick because of it. Nah, I'm not supporting that on this channel. That shit is wrong. Y'all living foul out there. And anybody who's not adhering to the rules are not respecting the fact that other people are out here adhering to the rules. And then people go to your city. That's what happened to my boy Leslie, rest in peace. He went to Georgia a couple weeks ago, got COVID, and now we're mourning him. He passed away. And y'all want to play around like Georgia's safe or some shit. It ain't safe to be out there right now. COVID's hitting them just like it's hitting anywhere else. They just pretending like it's not because of whatever reasons that I don't understand nor want to understand. But I won't be going there. It's just ridiculous, man. The NBA needs to do better. This is not one of those things that you can get wrong. If we lose somebody because of this, it'll be your fault, NBA. People got families. People got kids. They ain't got time to be playing with y'all just because y'all trying to make some extra money. Ain't nobody got time to be like. I think the players should boycott that All-Star game. Give them the middle finger. See what they do. If they want to fine you, countersue their asses for putting you in danger. They're going to use you as guinea pigs until you stand up and make sure that they don't. And a guy like LeBron James and KD, they need to be the ones to spearhead this thing. They're the superstars. And neither one of them are happy about this. If ever there was a time to yield your power, this is the time to do it. My name is BDF44, and I expect better. As simple as that. Thank you guys for watching.